experience, give me more of this. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. Yeah, you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized. Can get you out of my hand again. Is it wrong? Is it right? It's like I've won my final war without a fight. I'm out of control, about to blow, and I've been caught in the undertow. So toxic, but I can't get enough. You bury me, bury me. I know you bury me, bury me. You've got me hypnotized, push me out of myself. You've got me hypnotized. I can see, I can hear, going crazy, but the light has got me hypnotized. You've got me hypnotized.
Please note.
Never gonna stop, never gonna change, never gonna do the things you say. I run my own way to get there. Fools are calling and I don't seem to care. In the air, no more crowd, just the opposite kind of few clouds. So tell me the storm is coming, I'm sick of all your lies. Why don't you try to be wise? Know that I need you anyway. Just to feel like I'm fading. And though my heart breaks, I'll beat it down. I've crossed the line just to tell you. Don't lead the way, don't even say that I don't.
Ready to fight, ready to go, that's my final word. Second chances, a gift I just can't want. Calling a game, pushing my brain with the candlelight. I catch my breath and let it burn, 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 burn. Burn the pain, burn the lies, burn the fear inside myself. And burn it all again, it's the right time to escape this cage I've been locked in for so long. It's not where I belong, let it burn, burn, burn into the ground.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Japanese Wrestling Update. I am your co-host, Andre C. Right over here, it's the awesome princess herself. It's Melball. How you doing, Melball?
Am doing pretty okay, Andre. I spent the day binge watching some wrestling today. There was some good stuff, there was some bad stuff, there was some what the fuck stuff. It's phenomenal. Sounds like a typical day with professional wrestling, doesn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Pretty much.
pretty much. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Been working this week. Just trying to catch up on wrestling, but slowly getting caught up. I'm in the middle of a Stardom show. I'm still trying to catch up from the shows from a couple days ago for my New Japan. Getting ready for 2 shows on the 11th featuring Noah and New Japan, both on the same day. That's going to be crazy. So lots
I
and lots of
mean, yeah. That's not even the craziest day this month for professional wrestling. We have one day, I believe the 22nd, where we have a local show that we're attending, as well as a Noah show, a Stardom show, and I believe it's also a Noah show, all the same night.
on the 15th.
22nd, I said. CWE.
Oh, second. Oh crap. Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah. Right in the middle of the Noah Tag League. Isn't that phenomenal?
Yeah, it's going to be kind of insanity, right? Yeah, the Tag League. Well, we're going to talk about Noah's Tag League. We're going to get to
Yes,
that
we
on
are.
this show. I got some notes. We're going to chat about the teams in the first night of it all. So,
And there's a Noah show tonight too, where they're going to be showcasing some of these tag teams.
oh yeah,
Excited.
the Star Navigation show is tonight. Yeah, / tomorrow
Sunny
morning, whatever.
Voyage. Sunny
Oh,
Voyage.
Sunny Voyage? No, Star Navigation is the show on Tuesday. Yeah,
It
sorry.
is, yeah.
Yeah. Getting my stuff. It's a sunny voyage to the Star Navigation. So we're on.
You could tell which one of us has admin background here.
There you go. There you go. So we're gonna get into it, but earlier this week I was just scrolling around on Twitter, and another person that I follow that is very talks a lot about Japanese wrestling is Lyric Wrestling,
Mhm, mhm.
and so she had posted an article, linked to an article about the attendance figures in Japanese professional wrestling over the last bunch of years.
Mhm.
So I just thought it'd be kind of cool to look before we get into the news. Look at what the attendance figures pre-COVID, the couple COVID years of 2021, 2022, or sorry, 2020 and 2021, and then the 3 years since in the rebound of professional wrestling. I thought it'd be interesting to chat about
Mhm.
here, kind of the top 5 companies. So we're gonna jump over to there. I'm gonna see if I can do something. Yeah, that works. We'll go with this for now. So we're looking right here at a thing. I'm going to zoom it in a little bit. But this is the total attendance figures for these companies over the last 7 years, from 2018 to 2024. Pretty much all their events put together into one day, into one time,
Mhm.
right? So into
Mhm,
one number.
mhm.
So as you can see, New Japan's in blue. Dragon, or as it's written here, Doragon Gate, but it's Dragon Gate, is in yellow. All Japan is in red. Stardom is in purple. Noah is in green, as they should be. This is kind of color highlights the top 5 companies, or the top 5 companies of attendance over last year.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
if you look at here, just from 2024, Marigold in the kind of 7th place with 26,000. Again, these are companies that have reported attendance figures, right?
Mhm.
Tokyo Joshi Pro actually down in 10th. There's somebody in 9th that I have no idea who they are because it's in Japanese, so I'm not sure. And 8th is Big Japan Pro Wrestling, and in 6th is one of Mel's favorite companies, TDT.
Yeah, but look at them. They're kind of all over the place. They definitely lost some viewers during the COVID issue, but they're continuing to grow every single year. I
Yeah,
think
again,
everybody kind of saw a dip around that time because what could they do? Whoa, okay. There we
yeah.
go.
So just to look at the top numbers of the top 5 here. Like looking at New Japan, 2018, 2019, doing 395,000, then going to 416,000 in 2019. Credible
Mhm,
numbers. 2020 expected drop off after Wrestle Kingdom, and trying to again not getting attendance at big shows until the end, towards the end of the year
mhm.
at 220,000 roughly. But then 2021 taking an even further dip in popularity down to 183,000 total, which is kind of surprising there.
I mean, that was also when like AEW was becoming more of a thing. You could see some more other places. That was also when Stardom kind of came on my radar, where you could see there's a massive jump. So
Mhm.
maybe people were just bored as hell, like the rest of us,
Yeah,
and, found something new and shiny.
yeah, and I think a big portion to it is Noah's kind of has risen up because again they're at about 55 to 60,000 in 2018 and 2019, and then dipped
Mhm,
down obviously during COVID, but jump back up. They're at 20,000 again. The numbers really scale down in 2021, and then back to 50,000 in 2022. Up, they hit 96,000 in 2023, and dipped back down to 64,000 in 2024. Again, Noah becoming more prominent. All Japan, making their way back up. They have far better numbers than in 2020 and 2021. They haven't
mhm.
come back to their pre-COVID numbers. But Dragon Gate's still hanging in there, coming back into second place this past year with 93,000 people attending Dragon Gate shows, which is huge. Again, that's not a company I see an odd match here or there. The Stardom getting that second place for a couple of years there, and is still sitting strongly in third place for companies that people are attending. Yeah. Just thought it interesting to look at where these companies kind of sit for attendance figures, kind of going pre-COVID versus now. Yeah, for me, I look at especially New Japan, even 3 years removed from COVID, are only at 250,000. That is a good. It's 150,000 less plus than 2018, 2019. But again, they lost Kenny Omega. You have lost stars throughout this past 2 or 3 years. You lost Will Ospreay, lost Okada, and again, they just
Jay White, Katsuyori Shibata.
They've
There's
lost
a
a
lot
lot.
of and even Stardom, they kind of have sort of become a bit of a revolving door, which I'm okay with because I'm starting to see the women starting to turn up a little bit more on AEW television, like Mariah May, now Megan Bain, Anna Jay. We're seeing these women really start to come out too. One thing I wanted to kind of note is Noah. 2021, wasn't that when Kaito came over and pulled that ish with Okada that year?
I thought that was 2022.
Was it? I mean, even
Yeah.
still, look at the numbers.
Yeah, 2022 into 2023.
Yeah,
Doubled their
they
numbers.
almost doubled their numbers, which is hella impressive. Hella impressive.
Yep.
And for me, that's the only notable thing I remember at that time from Noah. Mind you, I was also only really watching New Japan and Stardom exclusively at that time.
Yeah, and again, if you look at 2020 to 2021 in New Japan, how they dipped into 2021, where a lot of companies kind of rebound a bit into 2021, it's kind of interesting to see. And really, their 2024 is only about 25,000, 30,000 more than 2020, which a lot of that year was taken out due to COVID. So again, that is, you can see the decline in popularity in New Japan, but the resurgence of a lot of these other companies in Japan, which I'm really excited to see. I do want to give a shout out to the chat here quickly. I'm going to bring us back to the other thing. Hello, Steepo. Welcome to the chat. Thank you so very much for joining us here. These are total attendance figures per year from all the events from companies that have released their ticket numbers that are publicly available. It was released online. So yeah, I've been just checking here. I thought it really cool. Thank you, SCG, for joining us here. We really do appreciate you, sir. I can't wait. I'm hoping I get to see you on Sunday, sir, for the Super Bowl watch along. I hope you'll be in the chat hanging out with us. Yes, attendance figure. Yeah, thank you.
Where's your signs?
Oh, I don't have them available with me right now. I just didn't clean up and I moved them and I need to bring them back. So
yeah. Rick Jules is missing too.
All right. So from here, let's talk some news in Japan. Let's talk the goings on of this past week of professional wrestling, as we start to do here on this show. So we're gonna jump to New Japan Pro Wrestling, as really the top company, right, technically in Japan right now. And we're going to talk about the Road to New Beginning. We got a couple title matches on the Road to New Beginning. On February 3rd, we had El Phantasmo defending his NJPW World Television Championship against Jeff Cobb in what was a really fun match within that 15-minute time limit, with one of my favorite spots with the Thunder Cobb 82.
Yes. You see what STG said in the comment there, sir?
Sorry, I'm just clicking through some stuff. Why is Japanese looking Paul? No,
we've discussed this on other shows. He is the scrawny Joe Hendry.
Yes, he's scrawny Joe Hendry. Especially this picture doesn't do him justice because he's blonde now.
Very blonde. but we believe in ELP. Yes. Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. Yeah,
I
but
mean,
again,
you got, given how the match went.
yeah, again, I thought really, really good match. I'm just trying to pop over to my notes here to talk about this, but yeah, I had a lot of fun here. That again, there was a great spot with that Thunder Cobb 82 because I went because the 86 is for ELP's birth year, so I had to
Mhm.
make sure I went and grabbed that Cobb's birth year, the Thunder Cobb 82. I had to.
Nice,
Um,
nice.
again, I thought these two worked a very strong match.
Mhm,
Great stuff. ELP did finish it with he reversed the Tor into a DDT, hits a
mhm,
springboard cross, then a Thunder Kiss 86 and gets the win. Yeah, I
mhm.
thought really fun match. We're getting into it a little more in detail on an upcoming episode of NJPW puroresu Review. We got the next couple of days going over some stuff from the Road to New Beginning.
Mhm, mhm. I had a lot of fun with this match because I knew these two were going to be beaking back and forth before, during, and after. And I'm still waiting for a bit of the after. We got a little bit in the backstage comments, but yeah, I just love watching these two wrestle, especially even the lead ups going into this. There was a lot of taunting going on, especially from Jeff Cobb. There was one point where he was standing on Master Watto's back doing the surfing thing, and he looks over at ELP and does his little heart thing, and then goes, "Gah, gah, 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 gah."
That's so good.
I was
Uh,
like, "Oh, that's sad because everybody left him."
he's the only God member left. He is him and Jado
Yeah,
him and
no,
Jacko are God. They are God, which is so
they
silly.
are. He's
Yeah.
running solo.
I do have to talk about the aftermath after the match. Cobb making some comments backstage, but
Mhm.
maybe thing might have to go somewhere else, and that makes me sad. And I don't want Jeff to leave.
Well, the next title that he could get is technically the never open weight title, which would be not currently in Japan, so it would make sense that he would have to. Well, no, it is actually. Takeshita is in Japan now, isn't he?
February 11th,
I
baby.
don't. Well, he might not be there right now, but I would say that wherever Takeshita goes, maybe Jeff Cobb should follow. I wouldn't mind
No,
seeing that match.
but I think the teases of him, it tease that he's leaving New Japan, which would make me very unhappy.
We can't have that. We can't have that. We don't
No,
want that.
no, me either. And then actually, ELP after the match was going around thanking everybody, and
Mhm.
thanks Walker. Says Walker, who sits in the hotel room by himself every day to do English commentary for the 12 people that watch it live right now. Just it's hilarious.
Hi.
Uh, make some noise for him, and then he goes, "Fuck you, Clark Connors." He was on commentary that night with him.
Which was so funny because if you were listening to the commentary for that match, Clark Connors was actually very,
Mhm.
very, very surprisingly tame for what I expected from the Ward House, just because of how they, especially the kid. Kid was his vulgar self on commentary as he was with, as he is on promo, right? So like I expected Clark Connors to be just as vulgar, and he was like actually like the most pristine like voice of reason and the perfect accent to Walker in this show.
Yeah. To STG's comment, some guys are doing year-to-year deals. I
Mm,
know for some stars, they like to sign them up for 2 to 3 year deals, depending on the person. Um, but a lot of guys do work on 1 year deals. And the 1 year deals are usually up somewhere between the end of January and the end of March, are the usual time frames where those deals do end. So that's why you
mm,
see a lot of guys take off at those times. So yeah,
mm,
depends. And I'm hoping Cobb's deal isn't up. But again, he is also an American based. I'm not sure that it's purely a business thing. I do not know why they do that. But again, Cobb is an American based wrestler.
mm.
His home is over here, so I could understand him maybe wanting to take some time away, and wanting to go home and maybe be closer to home, be able to be home multiple days a week versus having to
Mm.
travel so much. Again, which is understandable. It's understandable.
Mm.
Mm. No,
It is.
we all
That's why they typically like have those like 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off kind of thing, or like a month on, a month off kind of thing, usually with the non-local
mhm.
guys, unless you're Zack Sabre Jr. who lives there.
Yeah,
Mm.
Saber moved there. Like Will Ospreay had moved to Japan was living in Japan for a long. Had two
Chris
homes.
Brooks, Mariah May,
Hmm. Oh yeah, so
so
many
many.
guys have. So many. Francesco Kira had just recently moved permanently
Hmm.
to Japan now. So yeah, a
Hmm.
lot of guys moved there because they wanted. But again, some guys who have families who had a
Hmm.
life before Japan, established lives before Japan before coming there. Like look at Kenta, he is still an American-based wrestler even though he's from Japan because he moved
Hmm.
over to the United States. Same with Kushida. A lot of those guys, when you create that home base there, you don't really want to upheave your family. So yeah.
Exactly. As a child who was the upheaved for the military kind of thing, had to move every 3 or 4 years. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's not fun. It's not fun. I can't imagine doing year to year would be, even better. But then I do feel like there is a bit of a culture though within Japanese wrestling where it's not recommended that you be in a relationship with somebody when you're focusing on doing the work. So I don't know. I don't
Hmm.
know. I guess we'll kind of see how it works out. As somebody who loves Japanese wrestling, yeah, I'm a brat.
I was too.
Um, but surprisingly, getting property in Japan right now is pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah, but
I could
to get
I could sell
over
my
there, it's hard.
I mean, not if I sell my place and everything in it.
No, but I'm saying to emigrate to actually become to
But
emigrate
if I
is
sell
hard.
this place, then I have the money to pay the escape fee from my
No,
country.
that's not what I'm saying. To get them to let you live in their country is not an
Oh,
easy
yes,
task.
that I would have to
That
jump
is,
through some hoops. You
yeah,
just
you
gotta
have
find
to.
a Japanese man.
Well, for me, all I have to do is. What isn't there something where they want men to move there to?
No, they want women to move there, actually.
Oh, I heard something about they want men to move there for. Yeah,
No,
you're
they're
telling me
looking
about
for
this.
women because the women won't let the men touch them.
I thought it was the other way around. Well, because
No.
women won't let them in touch. They want men from other. Okay, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
SCG. He's a hometown boy, I guess.
Hey.
So we're gonna jump over to the February 4th show quickly, and we're gonna chat about the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship match. Boomers and such. Yeah. Dude, absolutely incredible match. Like this
Mm,
match was everything I expected to be and more. I took so many notes during this match because
I knew
and
you would.
I've watched it twice
So
because
glad.
dude, it's so good. The technical aspect to that both these men show in here, and then
Hmm.
just the striking battles they get into, just
Hmm.
destroying each other's chests, and
Hmm.
just the submission game you see in this between from both guys is absolutely incredible. It's all you can ask from these guys and more. But in the end, Desperado does win it with a pinche loco. And then he gets another pinche loco for the win. I thought, oh, but just everything I wanted from this match.
Yeah. Yeah, it was good. I didn't take a whole lot of notes on this one because I knew you would.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, I have also watched this one twice just because it was so good. As you said, just seeing these two get in there, like I knew it was going to be a great match. I know you're not very much on the Desperado train right now, but whenever he gets into a match, it doesn't matter if it's a singles match for a title, it doesn't matter if it's a 10-man tag match for nothing. He's giving you the same performance level every single time. And he did exactly that in this. Koze Fujita, though, props to this kid coming out of nowhere. I didn't know he was only 22. I thought he was just a little bit older. He's only
Yeah,
22.
yeah.
One of the youngest to ever challenge for this title, one of the youngest to challenge for the junior tag titles. Like, he has such a natural talent for this business. And he has come into his own, that in-ring psychology that he started learning clearly very young, because we saw it in the dojo with Uwiwa
Mhm,
when they were pretending to be Zack Sabre Jr. during those backstage promo bits, and we got to see I it's just been a privilege to watch him grow into this.
mhm.
So
Like
cute.
it again. You think about this. Like when we first saw him come, he was like 18 years old when we were first seeing him as a young lion. Think about that. And 4 years
Mhm,
later, he is just like becoming a star for this junior division. He is the
mhm,
the confidence, the swagger this kid had. He's got a long career in front of him as long as everything stays healthy and all that stuff. He
mhm.
is killing it, and I can't wait to see more from him.
His personality very much reminds me of Thekla, that
Very much.
unwavering confidence that he has in himself. And just to think, as you mentioned, he's only been wrestling 4 years we started seeing him. And
Yeah.
now he's challenging for the IWGP Junior World Championship as one half of the IWGP World Junior Tag Team Champions. So
Mhm.
crazy. So he's
Yeah.
so good. So
Yeah.
good.
He's incredible. And then post match, Desperado was doing his speech, and he was interrupted by one Mr. Francesco.
Mhm.
Got my bruv shirt on, or like think courtesy of Mike the Ref. So I feel very appropriate to be talking about Francesco Akira wearing this shirt. Um, and he makes his way out, and he makes a challenge for the March 6th, 53rd anniversary show on Flag Day. I think it's Flag Day over there. Or something. And then Desperado starts making comments at him, and I don't know what he's saying because he's speaking in Japanese. But it sets Akira off, and he tries to attack Desperado. The Young Lions have to like pull him out of the ring. And Desperado keeps making comments at Akira, but eventually accepts the challenge. And we're getting the match at the anniversary show. I can't wait.
Mhm. Mhm. Um, yeah. Yeah, we saw that fireball, if you will.
Mhm,
Just Akira was a dragon, and he just Dracarised all over Desperado's face. He
mhm,
was pissed. I have never heard this guy say motherfucker so much in my life. I
yep.
think he caught up his like because like he seems like such a sweet little Italian angel, right? I think he caught like racked up that ticker. Like someone just sitting there tick 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 tick. Oh, it was adorable though. In like
Yeah.
the most like I guess ratchet kind of way. Oh, it was a great setup though. Because
Mhm,
Desperado came out of a match that he was pretty much fighting for his life for as he was having his titties tenderized into oblivion by
mhm,
Fujita. And now he's got to deal with Akira, who came off a win earlier in the night. And he was pissed off then too. Mm,
mhm.
I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I'm ready for this. We're gonna
Mhm,
talk a little more about these shows more in depth when we're on an episode of NJPW puroresu review on Andre Melball Wrestling Talk. So come check that out. This upcoming week, we're gonna talk about that and everything leading up to New Beginning. That's this coming Tuesday, which we will have a show about too. So don't you
mhm,
worry about that. Um, but talking about New Beginning, I figure we might want to talk about the card coming up before it happens on Tuesday. Go through this quickly. Pre-show match. Yes, it is a pre-show match. It was indicated that it is a pre-show match. I don't know which young lion that is that's teaming with Despy.
Murashima.
Yeah,
He's
Murashima.
held
Sorry.
by the little red blotchy thing on his chest.
Yeah,
The one with the snake thing.
Murashima and El Desperado taking on Francesco Kira and Jeff Cobb on the pre-show. Again, I think it's gonna be a fun little primer to get us going towards that anniversary show, which is coming right after Francesco Mania.
Got to tell both those United Empire boys to wear mouth guards. I know Kira already has one, but you got to maybe let Mr. Cobb know he doesn't want to be facing Marishima without a mouth guard.
That's true. Bloody mouth. Come and check out what we mean by the bloody mouth at on Under Mill Wrestling Talk. The next NJPW puroresu review. We'll be chatting all about the bloody mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get to the main card. Kicks off Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Togi Makabe. Again, legend versus legend here. Again, two guys that rose to prominence together and are the forever rivals.
Mm-hmm. It's been nice to see Makabe again. I really like watching Makabe. He's one of those guys who's really, really quick still, really spry for his age, and can still go pretty hard with some of the younger guys. I watched a match with him and Hamna taking on the challengers for the IWGP World Tag Team Championships, Hiromu Takahashi and Tetsuya Naito. That was a fun match. Great heel bash back again. Yeah, I've seen Makabe get into the ring with Tanahashi also in one of the undercard matches where each of them had a young lion. I believe Makabe had Daiki and
It's on the fourth. It was on the fourth.
And Tanahashi had, I think it was Murashima. The time that I saw with Makabe and Tani in the ring together, they knew each other so well. They knew what each other could do. You could see some hesitations with the Lions when they were handling, the trainers, especially El Presidente. But yeah, I have hope for this being a decent opener. It's nice to see Tana taking kind of this more route instead of being in a prominent title picture.
Murashima is now known as the Tooth Collector.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. He could make a great gimmick with that.
Yeah, I just thought of that. We have Shingo Takagi versus Drilla Maloney. I think this is going to be an epic match. Drilla looking like he's bulking up to get into heavyweight form to face off with Shingo Takagi on February 11th.
Yeah, every time I see him, he has less and less neck. He's very much taking the Ishii route. These guys have been having some great fisticuffs in the undercards. Every time they get their hands on each other, they're each doing something different to each other. So I'm very excited for when they finally get in on a legitimate one-on-one match instead of having to have other people interrupting.
Yeah. Then we jump to Shota Umino versus the Great Okan.
It's very odd because it's we've noticed this in Noah, particularly with Ozawa, because remember when he won the title from Kaito on the New Year's show, the crowd very much behind him. They were like cheering the ever-living hell out of him, and he was almost pleasantly shocked by it. And then remember the next show that we watched where he came out and he was in that tag match, and wherever they were booing the ever-loving hell out of him, and he looked adorably confused. That's Shota. Shota is Ozawa. Ozawa is Shota. The crowd, it depends where you are, will depend on if they cheer. So on this road to new beginning, depending on where he was, Shota was being booed, Okan was being cheered, or the opposite. It's been chaotically hilarious and awesome to watch.
Yeah, it's an interesting road, and we'll see. I'm looking forward to the match, but I'm also like, I gotta watch an Umino match. Because again, even the Sabre match was just good. Like, it just, I don't know. Like,
I feel like it's his moveset for me right now. Because he is going to be forced to change his look, particularly in regards to this feud. But like for me, I feel it's like his moveset feels like bits and pieces of everybody else who he's idolized put together. I think what we need to see is him starting to take a more Great Okan approach and adapting different moves and different move sets depending on who it is that he's facing. Because like I'm sick of seeing the Death Rider.
Yeah. And then the final non-title match on the show, it is Taichi versus Sonata in the match about the balls.
It's all about the balls.
Uh,
Oh, there should be a song. It's all about the Bosch, no pants up. Because Tai Chi takes his pants off
yeah.
and Sonata doesn't wear any. Or apparently socks, dude. Wear socks. Feet probably reek.
Socks are overrated.
Yeah.
My feet reek and I wear socks, so socks are overrated.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm excited for this actually because I feel like Tai Chi and Sonata are better enemies than friends. You know what I mean? Like when they were fighting each other before, when Sonata was LIJ still and Taichi was Suzuki-gun, and they were having those banger matches. It was the only time that I felt Sonata felt whole. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
And then joining him with just five guys, it's like all that upward momentum that they've gained with that, it was like they were lemmings and they just walked off the edge into the abyss. And it sucked. And now that that Sonata has left and they're fighting each other again, man, are they interesting. And what, like, suddenly Sonata has charisma. No, the undercard matches have been phenomenal. Don't knock them till you watch them. They have been phenomenal. And the work that this annoying mama jamma has been doing has been phenomenal and making up for the last year and a half of atrociousness that he's given us. Thank you for coming to my Melball talk.
The IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Championships is the Ichiban Sweet Boy Costa Fuji and Robbie Eagles defending against Roppongi Revice, Rocky Romero, and Yo. The titles aren't changing. I don't care who's going to say what. The titles aren't moving to Rocky and Yo.
They better the fruck not. Because my goodness, dude, this match, I saw this and like I was like, they're not gonna do this. And then now like they've been building and everything and it's funny, but I'm like kind of annoyed because Yo's doing all the work.
Mhm.
And Rocky is what chilling with the Bucks doing nothing until the show. Like Yo is pissing off Koze. Koze's trying to focus on the match with El Desperado. He's pissing off Eagles. He's kissing on Koze. Like, what are you doing, my dude? It has been hilarious to watch, but like, as much as I know as it's going to be a good match, it's not a match I'm looking forward to because I don't feel that Rocky and Yo did anything to earn it.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of other teams that could.
Do you know how they earned it? By losing to the World Class Wrecking Crew. That's how they earned it, I guess.
Right? Like, I was like, the last time we saw them in tag team action, they lost. So, like, why are we getting it again? It's like, oh, we can't go for a never open weight title, so we're just going to shrinkify it. No, these guys need to be the champions, and they need to be the champions for a hot minute, much longer than their other brothers from another mother.
They had those belts for a few months though. So
Not long enough. We both can agree to that.
I agree with you there. Then we have the Never Openweight Championship. It is Oleg Boltin challenging.
Can you freaking learn how to say his name right in this company? Damn it!
Crap! I keep because again where I'm reading it from, it's reversed. Boltin Oleg is challenging Konosuke Takeshita for the Never Openweight Championship.
God damn it, your pronunciation has gotten so good, but it's always this one.
Mhm.
Oh, I love it. Um, I'm actually very excited to see this because you know how much I love Oleg. He's been doing so freaking good, but the alpha, oh my gosh, the work ethic of Konosuke Takeshita is something that needs to be applauded in any 2024 reviews and any reviews coming forward out of this year. Because already this guy has put in so much work. So much work. He's come over to Japan. He's been touring the US. He's going all over the place. And I'm sitting here like, has Mercedes even acknowledged Rev Pro in the last 2 weeks?
She has been for House
Guy.
of Glory.
Is that in the UK?
No, it's an American indie.
Who fucking cares then? Woman, you are a double champion in the UK. You need to start acknowledging those people or give it back. Be more like Takeshka. I don't even know that I'm saying that properly.
Takeshita,
Pretty sure that's what I said.
pretty much. We move on. IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championships. The Young Bucks defend against Wrestling Abanobe Sapon, Hiromu Takahashi, and Tetsuya Naito. Let's go, LIJ. I don't usually say that, but let's go, LIJ.
You know, I'm gonna say they've been doing a pretty decent. I'm going as fast as I can, STG. Um, they've been doing a really good job in building up the camaraderie and big brother, little brother relationship with Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi on these undercard matches for the New Beginning tour. I don't know where you at? Where you been? I
They're
don't
not
want to
even
see you
working
or bring
AEW.
friends, but like, are
They're not
they?
even working. They're not. They're not even on AEW. So where the hell are they?
What's that Bruno Mars song? Where you at? Where you been? I'm not asking because I genuinely care. I'm just asking where you took the titles in the meantime, because that's what matters to
Rancho
me.
Cucamonga, California.
I don't
That's where they live.
even want I was gonna say I don't even want an explanation on that.
That's where they live.
Beat their asses. That's all I need. Just please bring the gold home.
Yeah.
Please.
IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship, arguably what probably would be my match of the night. Yota Tsuji defending against Gabe Kidd. Gabe Kidd, double champ. Let's go.
I don't think that's going to be the case,
I
even though
know.
I wouldn't be mad about it if it did happen. I might be a little disturbed, but like, boy, have they done a lot of work in making Gabe Kidd the faciest heel I have ever seen since Stone Cold Steve Austin. You
Mm-hmm.
know, they are working so hard. He is so over with the crowd. In a lot of the undercards, they're cheering the War Dogs now as much as they're cheering LIJ. And LIJ is usually their number one guys to be cheered in this company. There's usually a sea of Ellen Gilbernabele stuff. Now we're seeing a lot of War Dogs. I'm equal parts impressed and also scared because contracts are a scary thing for me. But I would like to see them stay separate because I don't want to see too many people ending up with too many titles because then they forget where they all came from, Mercedes, and start forgetting to go challenge champions there and people there. So I would prefer to see it stay on Yota Tsuji, but I agree with you in that it'll probably be my match.
Mm-hmm. And your main event of the evening for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. It is Zack Sabre Jr. defending against Hiroki Goto. Now, this is the match where I hope and I pray that Zack Sabre Jr. retains. So many people I've been listening to other podcasts, reading stuff online. So many people are on the Goto train right now. I understand it, don't get me wrong, because everybody wants the Goto to get his. This is like kind of like his
It's last chance.
his last chance. It's the guy's 45 now, and everybody looking at. You're wrong. Melball has a replica, and it's actually the replica is amazing looking. So
It's not as fancy as the real one, but
yeah, but it's pretty gosh darn beautiful. But yeah, I want to see Saber
Jesus.
retain because I do think Saber's doing really good work, and I don't
Mhm.
want to see him not have this. Hello, Miss Queen.
Oh, it's downstairs, STG. It's downstairs.
Maybe next
I'll
time.
yeah, I'll try to remember to bring it out for next week. No, wait,
Yeah.
we're not gonna be
Hollywood
here
Astro.
next week. Oh, we're doing a pre-recorded one though. I'll try to
Oh no,
remember.
we're here next week. So it's Valentine's Day.
Oh, right, the show's on the 15th.
Yeah,
Not the
this is our
right.
next week's gonna be the lovey-dovey edition of wrestling.
So we'll talk about Yohei, right? and
Sure.
Yoda right?
No, it's going to be a
And
show where we're going to be like asking people to submit their applications and for the Mary Melball contest
oh,
and
Jesus
yeah,
Christ. Anyway, let's talk about this match. Um, the undercard matches for the Road to New Beginning tour have been doing a tremendous job in building the ever-loving hell out of Godo. And Zack Sabre Jr.'s kind of been like not reverting, because I don't feel like he's reverting, but he's kind of like going back to a Suzuki Goon-esque kind of attitude. Not fully, but like he is being a little bit more brash like he was. He's only focusing on certain people in the crowd, whereas like before he was kind of finding the sea of TMDK stuff. Now he's kind of like just more focusing on fighting with Goto after the match instead of, celebrating with the crowd, whereas Goto has done crowd work that Sabre Jr. hasn't. They've kind of successfully started to turn the crowd a little on Zack Sabre Jr. while still maintaining the likability of people like Robbie Eagles and Kosei Fujita. It's been a very interesting story to watch them tell on this tour.
yeah. Uh,
Mhm.
and once they reunite, sure, we'll start talking about them.
Absolutely.
But one of them isn't wrestling, and the other one's not in Japan. So nah, good. I don't need to talk about either.
Ibushi every once in a while shows up on DDT.
Yeah, but that's like once every like few months when he's not broken.
And he wrestles some very odd matches there too.
Mm. Yeah, so that is the New Beginning in Osaka. We're going to jump over to Stardom quickly. We're going to chat about Mina Shirakawa
Hmm.
getting injured at
Mhm.
the February 2nd Supreme Fight show,
Mhm.
taking some vicious looking chair shots, getting slammed around, like getting dominated by Rena. Is there a man? Oh, but dang,
Mhm.
and now again, undisclosed injury. We don't know what it is, but she is out indefinitely. We do not know when she will return. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Mina.
Yeah. I actually just watched this match earlier in the afternoon, and I was watching it so closely, like, where did it happen? What happened? There wasn't like a definitive moment
No.
in the match that you could really tell. You could just see in the aftermath, the rest of her teammates kind of scrambling to her and helping her. Hanako having to carry her to the back with an ice pack on her back. Yeah, some vicious chair shots, and then I don't remember. I'm not good at moves, Andre. What was the move that she did onto the chair?
I can't. I don't have those notes up right now. I'm sorry. oh,
It was one of the things where she like almost looked like a turbo backpack thing, and then she just dropped her.
the gory. The gory. It was a gory special. The gory special
Okay,
slam. Yeah, sorry. The Pink Devil. The
yay!
Pink Devil. Yeah, Pink Devil.
Yes, yes. Okay, there we go. Teamwork,
Yeah,
teamwork.
yeah. Teamwork.
Yeah, she did that to her on the chair in the ring. So, like, as someone who has fallen like off of my pole and landed on the floor and in a similar fashion, it doesn't feel pretty. And I've put a couple ribs out doing this, so it is likely that she might have put out a rib, hurt her back, unaligned her hips. Oh, Astrid's favorite word, a plethora of things could have happened in that moment.
Plethora.
Oh, poor Mina. Speedy recovery. Hope you get better soon and that we see you again soon because your gear is fire.
Mm-hmm. Semi-main event. Oh,
Sorry, girl.
your semi-main event of the evening was for the Artist Stardom Championships, and we have new Artist of Stardom champions. So once again, the Wonder of Stardom champion now has the Artist of Stardom Championship with them because Natsupoi
It's
had
like,
both before. Now Starlight Kid has both.
yeah, they just pulled a little switcheroony on us right now. Now we also
Mm-hmm.
have the future of Stardom champion being a double champion.
Oh
Neo
yeah.
Genesis went from having no gold to having all of it. Mesera also having the high speed title. Only one is lacking.
2 technically, World and IWGP. But yeah.
No, only one member is lacking. Only one member doesn't have gold.
Well, Suzu and yeah, Suzu's the only one because Azumi has the trios. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was thinking, what about Azumi? But then I realized she doesn't have a single.
Buffering, dial-up sound here. Ba-doom, ba-doom.
Come on, Suzu, you got to do the work. But again, I had yet to watch this match. I'm only partway through the undercard, so I haven't watched this yet, so I can't quite comment.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was very, very good. What you expect of all these women is high speed, high velocity, good strikes. You got all of that. It was a very solid match.
There you go. And check out our channel this week for our coverage of this show, which just came with. I don't even know if it's out on Stardom World yet. We've got
It
a
is not.
we got a copy from the pay per view.
The backstage
But
comments, the backstage comments with English subtitles are on Stardom World, but not the actual show.
yeah, we'll have that coming out next week. So check that out as we chat about that next week on Stardom Review. And then your main event from that show was Saya Kamitani defending her World of Stardom Championship against Neo Genesis Suzuki. She could have brought all the gold, could have been all wrapped up within Neo Genesis, but no. Saya Kamitani was successful in defeating Suzuki and retaining her World of Stardom Championship. Again, haven't seen it.
Freaking hell, this was good. This was exactly what I expected out of Suzu, and all that and more that I expected out of Kamitani. Watching this woman evolve into this dark Phoenix Queen, she's slowly changing her moveset and changing it into the darker version of what it was that she had before. She's playing things up in a way that I've never seen her play before. And I sent you some pictures of what was going on, the results of it, where it was just like glorious chaos. This was an incredible world title match. I would say this was like comparable to the entertainment value of Micah versus Tora. Not the hardcore one, the world title one.
There we go.
So good.
Yeah. So we're gonna quickly jump to Noah to finish us off today on Japanese Wrestling Update, and we're gonna quickly chat. Coming up, starting on February 11th, we are getting the GHC Junior Tag League. We'll be starting up. I'm just gonna pull up. Sorry, I got so many windows open right now, trying to keep everything. That one. There we go. In here we have 8 teams, 2 blocks of 4. In block A we have Hayata and Yohei from Mattel's. We have Alejandro and Kai Fujimura from All Rebellion. We have Mark Chuo and Kirian Lacey coming over from the UK, and we have Ita and Daiki Odashima. In Odashima, sorry, Odashima. Gotta say it right. Everybody yells at me.
Odashima.
And over in block B, we have Atsushi Kotoge. Is it Atsushi?
No,
okay, again,
because it's the T's SU is that Su sound, right? So it's Atsushi. You said it right. See, your pronunciation getting so good.
Atsushi Kotoge and Jaime Ohara?
Hi, Jimmy.
Hajime Ohara. I'm learning. From Team Noah. Then you have Amaska and Junta Miyawaki there. Then you have Tadasuke and Yuto Kikuchi from Rattel's. And then you have Jun Masaoka? Masaoka? Yeah, Masaoka. Masaoka?
Masaoka, yeah.
I'm going to say Masaoka. And
Masaoka. Sounds like.
Screw this partner's name. GAIAHOX. Gaia Hawks is what I'm going with.
I have no idea. I don't have it in front of me.
GAIA. And then the last name is HOX. So I'm going with Gaia Hawks.
Yeah, I mean, sounds right? I'll have to see it. Yeah. I mean, you know who I'm going for my just off the fly a pick. It's the tag champions. My personal favorite, Yohei and Hayata. But every single tag team in this, minus the two I don't know, I know work so freaking well together. I saw a match. Can't remember if it was November or December. I think it's in one of those months where it was actually Hayata and Yohei versus their stablemates Tadasuke and Kikuchi. Oh my God, they almost beat the champions. It was incredible. So this is actually a tag league, and maybe I don't know if it's just because it's new and shiny that I'm super excited about it, but I feel like this tag league has the potential to not be the fuck ups at the tag leagues from New Japan last year, where I have hope. And I'm
Mhm.
also super excited to see how these teams end up mixing all together because Eita and Daiki there, they just kind of seemingly like the formation of it almost seems like Eita just grabbing Daiki and being like, "I'm taking him. This is my buddy. Tell him."
Yeah.
Like it was the most awkwardly adorable thing I think I've ever seen.
Yeah. I
Andre,
think I'm
what
good.
is your tentative pick?
From Block B, Amaska and Junta Miyawaki. That is my pick.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's my pick. Like,
It is a
Amaska's
good
been
pick.
very interesting to me.
Oh, he's so good. So good. The things that he can do. And you wouldn't even know it. I think he's one of the older ones in this tournament.
Mhm.
Been around for so long. I'm excited. This is gonna be
Yeah.
great.
And then quickly go through the February 11th card. Kicks off with a dark match.
Mhm.
Isn't even on the main card. It is Amaska and Junta Miyawaki taking on the returning Anthony Green, the
Mhm,
good-looking
mhm.
guy, and Zozaya.
He's on the show tonight too, just so you know. Anthony Green. Yes,
Yay!
teaming again with Josiah.
Mhm.
I
I'm
think we're seeing a
excited.
regular team coming out of those two. I'm excited.
I'm just so excited for Anthony Green to be back. He was one of those guys when I would pop into Noah last year. I really like because again, it's easier to get into the guys that are from North America because or from
I
English
recognize
speaking
him.
countries because again, well, from English speaking countries because again, the communication when they're talking, you understand them. It's a lot
Mhm.
easier to get in with some of those guys. So yeah, I'm really excited for.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then we got a singles match to kick off the main card. It is Owada-san
Ooh,
taking on Harutoki.
that's gonna be great. It's gonna
Yeah.
be great.
Mm.
Um, I love how Owada-san, before when he was like with Marufuji and stuff, he was just kind of he he gave me strong Sonata vibes before when he was with Marufuji, and not in a good way. Like he felt bland. He felt like he had no personality. And then he got scooped up by Team 2000X. And oh my God, we have gotten the Sonata that we deserve in
Mm.
Owada-san.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
oh my God.
And then we got a 6-man tag match. It is Narumichi Marufuji, Takashi Sugiura, and Kazuyuki Fujita versus Masaki Miya, Uruka Sasaki, and Shuji Kondo.
That's going to be an interesting match. I feel like Sasaki is going to be a little not like in danger in this one, but he's certainly, from what I know of these guys, going to be the smallest one in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
The game of Marufuji, I think, is pretty got quite a bit of height on him and a little bit of bulk.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, we saw how Sasaki can handle himself against Shinsuke Nakamura. He survived that for how long? He's been surviving ever since. I'm excited. I've been very, very excited to watch Sasaki's progress. It's going to be a
Yeah.
future star.
And then we have our first of the tag league. It is a B block match. It is Atsushi Katoge and Ohara Hayame, or Hajime, however the hell you
Hajime.
say his name. Hajime versus
Hajime.
Sasuke and Yuto Kikuchi.
I have been so I love Rattel. Everyone in Rattel is just so good. Actually, you know what? There's not a whole lot of people I don't like in Noah. I have the same problem with Noah that I have with Stardom that I have with New Japan. Sort of with New Japan. I hate House of Torture, but I like the individuals within House of Torture. There's
Mhm.
not a lot, there's no one in Noah who I'm like, ew, don't like them. Because they're all so freaking good.
Yeah.
But Kikuchi is really, really freaking good. And Tadasuke
Mhm.
is adorable.
And then you have an A block match between the champions Hayata and Yohei versus Mark True and Kieran Lacey. Mark True is the one with his fist out, and Kieran Lacey is the other. So just to make sure you're aware.
I love it. He's the other.
One's trying to be a gangster, one's just smoldering. That's all it is. That's what it is.
I was gonna say he almost looks like who was the kid who was the Red Power Ranger?
Oh,
The new one.
what? What do you mean new one?
Like the reboot, the movie.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, he kind of looks
Yeah,
like
he does really look like him from that movie, doesn't he?
he does.
Anyway, get him, my boys.
And then
Retell.
And then we have it in GHC National Championship one more time. Tetsuya Endo putting the title on the line against Manabu Soya. They are 1-1 going. Or actually, no. Endo's 2-0 against Soya for this title now, isn't he? Because he won it, then he defended it against him. So I don't know why they're going for another, but
Didn't the other one end in a disqualification? Like, didn't the first? Yeah.
like that, yeah. But yeah, they're going again. It's gonna be interesting to see. This match is delivered every time we've seen it, so I'm ready to see them go again. I really am.
I love watching these two wrestle. I know I haven't been watching the product very long, but like Manabu Soya is so freaking spry and quick. It's okay, some of us don't either.
I didn't mind it. It wasn't the worst thing
It
I've ever
could have
seen.
definitely been worser given what we got. It could have been
It
much
it,
worse.
it, it was better than Mystic Force.
I don't know what that means. But anyway, Manabu Soya, I've been really, really impressed with him. He's almost like Japan's Brian Cage, but he
Mhm.
doesn't need to do the flippy stuff. He just moves around enough in the ring that he does really impressive shit. And then Tetsuya Endo, in his own right, is just immensely large and dense and jacked. And then is an incredible freaking aerial athlete at the same time. These two combinations of styles put on banger matches.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And we have one more. Yeah, I get you. I get you. We got one. I gotta hook you up with one of my buddies. I have two buddies that are really big Sentai fans. One more A block match for the Junior Tag League. You have Alejandro and Kai Fujimura, my pick, or not my pick. One of the teams I really like though. And if the A block, I hope it's A block. These guys are it's from the A block. I want these two to come out.
Okay,
Uh,
so just because you rambled a little bit, which ones? The
I want
ones over there?
Alejandro and Kai Fujimura to win the A block,
Alejandro.
taking on your GHC Junior Champion Eita and his partner Daiki Odashima.
I I feel like the pairing of Eita and Odashima is absolutely perfect because Eita is kind of like a very well-educated Yano. He very much wrestles comedy matches, but has a lot of like serious skill at his arsenal. And I feel like Odashima is like the pretty much Commander.
Alejandro. No, I say Alejandro's better than Commander.
I mean, I've seen them about the same amount, but I've seen Commander in more singles matches than I have Alejandro. Based on what I've seen, I would say the one with the championship is probably the better one. But
I would say the guy that doesn't fuck up in every match he's in, I'm going with Alejandro. I've seen Commander fuck something up in almost every match he's in. So I'm going with Alejandro.
Oh, I must not be watching the same shit you are. I don't see a lot of fuckery happening with him. See, this is why wrestling is subjective.
Watch match with Okada. It was fucking terrible.
Well, that's probably why it's on AEW. Anyway, Adashima is very much seems like Eita, just like a rookie version of Eita. So I think that this pairing is going to be perfect and is going to bring Odashima out of that kind of young lion-esque feel into a more main roster feel. It's almost like during like the tag leagues when a vet junior would take on WWE is the first brand I watched.
I think that's for pretty much anybody.
Yeah, well, given my age, I'm a little bit older. What?
So as we go forward to the next match, I'm on Pro Wrestling Noah's website because they have the card for all the names and everything.
Okay.
Under this match, you have Kaito Kiyomiya and Shuhei Taniguchi versus Kenta, and as he's listed on their website, Fist King. Keno.
All I want to do now is convince someone to bring over Keno, was it? Keno is the Fist King?
That's what it's listed on.
He needs to tag team with Dean Richter.
Yes. Oh shit! I know exactly what we got to do.
Team Fist. Time to fist. Oh my god. What a brilliant thing to know. Okay. This will be interesting. It's even more interesting to see stablemates going against each other in Kaito and Keno. Interesting. Interesting. I'm a little concerned about what you're plotting over there.
Oh, nothing important. Yeah, and then your main event of this show. It is Ozawa defending against Galeno del Mal, the AJPW Heavyweight Championship.
I'm excited for this. I don't know how a lot of people feel about Ozawa being the champion, but I personally really I was saying it yesterday on Ring of Honor on Honor Ramble with Aunt Collins, Kyle Sparks yesterday. I'm pretty sure I've entered my villain era because all the heels are freaking awesome to me right now. And Ozawa has got to be like the raunchiest frat boy of a heel that I've seen in a bit. Just the antics that he has with the fur coat and the glasses and the bling where he comes out acting all like just silly stupid and then he comes out and he is just over the top comedic and then over the top serious and then back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Remember the match that I had you watch where he ran over to the curtain and started like moving his head up and down in the curtain to make it look like his head was moving independently? Like he's just being so goofy and it's like very obviously baffling to Galeno, but just the antics that Ozawa does. It's so funny. It's so antagonizing. It's so dicky, but I love it. I freaking love it. It's gonna
He's
be great.
wonderful. But to that thing I was talking about a second ago.
Oh no.
There it is. There it is. There it
Oh,
is.
Fist King. Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's
Well,
on their actual website.
maybe that's what Keno means in Japanese. I don't know. I don't know.
Sure.
He does strike hard. I don't know if he strikes as hard as Kenta, but I guess we'll have to see. Maybe they'll have a fist off.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get out of here. You can find me on the X and Blue Sky at that Canada Guy, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads at that Canada Dude. You can find me on Facebook at Andre Melball Wrestling Talk, and on YouTube at youtube.com/ at Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk. We will have upcoming episodes of NJPW puroresu Review, Stardom Review, and Did You Know will return this upcoming week covering the February 11th show also. And if you want to hear us in audio form, you can check out all of our shows over at A+, all of our Japanese wrestling coverage shows over at A+ Productions on Facebook. You can check them out over there for the Facebook page, and go to aplusproductions.com to get the RSS feed to get all of our shows in audio form. And then you can also find me over right here on our local establishment. Tomorrow, we have a very special edition of Marvel Talk coming out, as we were going to wait until the end of the season, but we're going to do it. We got 5 episodes. We're going to talk your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, the first 5 episodes, and talk about how we feel about the first 5. We're going to talk about that tomorrow at some point in the evening. Me and Ed are going to jump on here and chat all about that. Yeah, I'm glad we could teach you something there, STG. But yeah, so come check us out there. Sunday, we will not be on in the morning. Point of View is being moved to the afternoon/evening, depending on where you live, as we will be doing a Super Bowl watch along. And we'll be just watching the Super Bowl along with you. We are not showing it. You're just going to be able to watch it along with us, and we're going to chat about it, talk about it, and just revel in our misery if the Chiefs win. Ed'll be happy, but Ed's evil. Then you can also find us over at youtube.com/@backbreakervideo, where Mike simulcasts all of mine and Melball's stuff from Andre and Melball Wrestling Talk. You can find him live at twitch.tv/MikeTheRef, or you can check the gaming content he does replayed at youtube.com/@backbreaker_gaming. If you do want to learn a little history about myself and Mike the Ref and where we came from and all we did for the last 10 years, go to youtube.com/@backbreakervideo. Check out the 10-year anniversary show for myself and Mike the Ref. We're chatting about 10 years of Backbreaker Video. Me and him started that back in 2015 with first ever show was myself interviewing local professional wrestler Chris Parrish on that show. That was the first show that came out under the Backbreaker media stuff, and then we went on everything on from there. So yeah, Melball, where can they find you?
If you're wanting to follow a Melball, you can find me on the X thing at Collins Melball. You'll find me on everything else: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Mastodon, Blue Sky at Melball Collins. You can also find me on our local establishments programming: Women's Wrestling Showcase, Women's Classic Wrestling. What the frick? I just combined 2 freaking shows. Kaboom. Women's Classic Wrestling with Astrid Pizarro and Auntie Collins, where we are reviewing currently the Mae Young Classic. We are going into the finals on Monday and starting season 2. I am excited. I haven't watched any of these Mae Young matches at all. This is all new for me, so come listen to us experience that for the first time. Well, you can also catch me on Thursdays on here for the Honor Ramble with Auntie Collins and Kyle Sparks, where we ramble about honor or lack thereof on Honor Ring of Honor, because there seems to be no code of honor anymore. Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you, Steve.
What else? You can also catch me on Astrid Pizarro's YouTube channel, where we do our show, Ladies Wrestling Showcase. And I think that's it.
Yeah,
Andre.
Yeah.
Andre.
Yeah. Sorry, gotta put a bastard just for a second.
My trusted friend and colleague. Oh, yes, we have to do that. Oh, my God, so many. Okay. If you're wanting to watch any of the professional wrestling that we talked about today, we will leave links to all of those in the description box below. It is stardom-world.com, wrestle-universe.com, and NJPW Stardom is currently about $7.50. That's what I'm paying for that guy every month. It's an amazing price to watch some amazing women's wrestling. Although the episodes don't come out right on the day that they're happening. You usually get them 5 to 7 days after, which is still okay. We're okay with that. Wrestle Universe is going to be the biggest bang for your buck. It is 10 American.
Mhm.
10 American. You get access to 8 different Japanese companies, including Marigold, Pro Wrestling Noah, DDT, Sentai? Which one is it?
Oh, Sendai girls.
Sendai. I should do a what? Voiceover to play
Voiceover.
every. I like doing my accents when I have the chance to. NJPWworld.com. Also, 10 American. Shout out Sean Spears, because we love Sean Spears. He's still producing on NXT, isn't he?
He wrestles there.
Well, even better. Because I gotta start watching NXT. Shit. Oh, come on, they got Eddie and Sean. I gotta go where the men are.
And they're both being booked terribly.
Well, oh, I got both today. Oh, I'm getting spoiled that you're gonna put up Yoshihashi.
You knew it. You knew what I was gonna do.
Like you butter me up only. It's Claire.
I'm clipping that. Oh, Mitch Clark.
Love of my life. Giver of the spindly bindly. Purveyor of violence. First of his name, last of his kind. Andre. My trusted friend and Clyde, do you have anything else to say to our beautiful people? Oh, sippy, sippy.
I just want to say thank y'all for all the great support here. We really do appreciate it. If you are watching on the Twitch, please hit the follow button so you can be alerted every time we're dropping new shows on Twitch. And if you are watching on and if you are watching on Twitch, if you do want to support us, you can hit the subscribe button to support us there. If you are listening on A Plus Productions, thank you so very much for tuning in. If you do want to hear them, aplusproductions.com for all the RSS feeds for all the great shows that A Plus Productions puts out. And A Plus Productions on Facebook for a great community of fans and contributors that just want to chat about professional wrestling. And if you are watching on YouTube, thank you so very much. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, or don't forget to share this out to your friends, family, and crazy little freaks who like to go woo. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be alerted every time we drop that new video.
Ding dong.
Woo!
Well, that being said, I am your Melball. Over there is Andre. We will see you next time. Mwah!